So now we understand that we are no machines. We are effective human beings in bursts. How can you reach your highest performance when you're doing a task? What I find out, what my clients told me, what my mentors told me, is that depending on each person, it could vary from person to a person, but you have to find out what is your attention span. Me, for example, I have a little bit of ADHD, and so I find it very difficult to perform the same tasks for more than 30 to 45 minutes. With that in mind, I set my schedule to where, let's say I'm calling a client. All I have to do is give 30 to 45 minutes of my time to that call. And then after I'm done, I take a little bit of a break. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 10 minutes, and then go back to it. Now, what do I mean by a break? A break is anything that's not that task. So I'm not saying to go and just fiddle with your hands. I could finish this call, which is going to take 30 to 45 minutes, and then I could do something else for 5 to 10 minutes. I could go for a walk, I could start cooking, I could drink water, go to the bathroom, whatever the case is. Or I could jump to another task for 5 to 10 minutes. A task that only requires 5 to 10 minutes, which could be, scheduling a call for the next client or replying to an email for 5 to 10 minutes. So that depends on you. Now, if you are able to have a good attention span for up to 60 minutes, up to a whole hour, I recommend you do that. If you are the type of student that is able to sit down and study for a whole 60 minutes, 90 minutes with no problems whatsoever, do you. Perfect. So set those studying times as blocks and name them your blocks. My blocks are 30 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes if the task requires it to be. But I put 30 minutes, about 7 to 8 blocks a day. So that's about 2 to 3 hours a day of me working on a side hustle. Same thing with work. I'm able to maintain that 30 to 45 minute window all the time. So I work on a task, spreadsheets, emails, whatever it is. I finish it up, 30 minutes passes, I stop. 5 to 10 minutes, and then I come back again. 5 to 10 minutes, and then I come back again. I realized that the attention span starts decaying after that time. So any time spent after that time that you allocated, it still is useful, but it's not really useful to the point that it's necessary for you to do. Point blank. So don't stress yourself out with going ham for 5 hours finishing a task. That's not gonna work. Or if it does work, it's not effective. To where if you were able to finish the task in 1 to 2 days, you will spend 1 day, burn yourself out for 5 hours, and then not feel like doing it, and then not perform to the best of your ability the next day on that task. So at the end of the day, put a system. I do 30-minute blocks. You could do 45 minutes, you could do an hour. I don't recommend more than 90 minutes. But if you're able to hold your attention more than that, which I doubt, if it does, then go for it. I recommend setting 6 blocks, 30 minutes. Start with that. So that's 3 hours of work? And then work your way up. You can do 7 blocks, 8 blocks, 9 blocks, whatever you are able to do. And then and only then you will be able to attain yourself and biohack your system to peak performance.